This is TWiT.
So, if you are thinking, you know what, I'm done with this YouTube stuff, it's getting too hairy, where should I move next? I'm thinking Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do
you
it.
And I.
Me and you. Let's head on over to Saturday Night Live. I think that they're hiring. This is a story from TubeFilter mentioning that all the new Saturday Night Live cast members may all come from YouTube. It looks like they're pulling their talent pool from YouTube and looking to who has grown and you know, it's practically a demo reel.
Okay, let's call this what it is. Saturday Night Live is desperate. They have no other things going on.
What became really big? Laser
Cats.
And
so really,
you know,
is that a
Laser
thing?
Cats? There was a big Saturday Night Live hit. You know, I'm on a boat.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Lonely Island.
Yep. Those guys, they came from YouTube. I'm thinking they're thinking, listen, we need amateurs that we can pay very little that will make no.
But yeah, like even this guy on the cover, it's funny because I was at YouTube Comedy Week, the actual show, and he was hosting it, and like if you didn't know, like I was told that he was a comedian, it was an act because he was hosting horribly, like he would forget lines and like mumble, and I didn't realize that was his character, and so I think that kind of thing kind of propelled him up there.
Yeah,
and it's interesting because they have. Him and a few others have around the same amount of subscribers I have, so I'm like, "Where's my offer?" But I'm not gonna go there.
Saturday Night Live,
yeah,
in here,
you know. But it's interesting. Like I'm actually fascinated that this transition to they'd be interested in some people who are on YouTube. I know Daily Grace and some others, they do sketch and they've done some other outside things. I guess the question I wanted to ask to you and then to the audience is. Would you leave YouTube? Like they say, yeah, you can. We want to give you this offer, but you have to stop your YouTube channel. But you'll sign up for a year or two at Saturday Night Live. Would you leave YouTube to do SNL?
Knowing that it was temporary, if it was only for 2 years, like if it was like, I was gonna say joining the army, but if it was like somebody which doesn't relate at all. If it was temporary, maybe.
The problem is leaving YouTube for even 3 to 6 months is a death sentence.
Oh yeah.
So you couldn't come back from that unless you were bigger.
Right.
Then you left.
Right. I mean, basically, I have to be like, make sure that I'm on every episode of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Okay. So you gave your answer. I would. I wouldn't do it for Saturday Night Live. I would do it for a sitcom. For a sitcom,
you wouldn't do it for MSNBC or I would totally like try to be a tech pundit.
Really?
That might be cool.
Okay.
I don't know. TV is a weird game.
Yeah, because you can get in and just be and I get on a sitcom and it gets canceled in 2 episodes, and
and you have 30 producers saying, "Yeah, I don't like that idea," and
then I'll sign a contract that if I get fired or quit or whatever, I can't go back to YouTube for a year. Like they have a lot of clauses like that.
Yeah. You sign up for a show and anything else that competes with that show, you got to stop. So if you're going to do a tech show on a news channel, bam, no more tech shows anywhere else because it might eat into what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely could be blacklisted. Man, it's tempting because like the money will probably be better than what I'm making, but is it about the money or is it about me growing my brand? But then if I'm growing my brand, what am I growing my brand for? To what end? Is it to get a show or is it to just get bigger on YouTube? Like, what is the point of growing a brand if you can't use that brand to go further?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we've seen that with internet celebrities, a downshift can work. If you're big on television, you can easily downshift to be a YouTube or podcast personality.
If you're good,
You're really good.
There's some of those like the Shaq Comedy Network that's like utterly failing, and some other like you have to already be known for what you're about to do. You have to kind
of be a self-starter. You kind of have to still have that personality that thrives on YouTube. Yeah. And so
go ahead.
I feel like if it was you or me, we'd do that anyway. I mean, we would, but if it's all based off personality.
It's tough. I would have a tough time deciding that.